Hi everyone, I'm G1 Writer, and this is I Love My Spouse But segment 6. Okay, I know. I had so many amazing topics, guys, that I want to release, but this particular one really keep catching my eye, and I just have to do it. I'm sorry, it's really on my mind. All right, so because this is another question, guys, that I get all the time. I don't know. It's as if I have feelings for this person, but then I got feelings for somebody else. This person makes me feel this way, and that person makes me feel the other way. And is it possible to love more than one person? Yeah, I hear that all the time. Is it possible to love more than one person? Absolutely. You can love as many people as you want. But then, are you in love with everyone? No. I think it's possible to love as many people as you like. But I do not think it's possible to be in love with more than one person. This is one of those scenarios that I actually did also get to experience, unfortunately. And not actually with me, by the way, but with the other way around, with how the person felt about me and someone else. So, at first, when they first shared it with me, I was like, what? Are you crazy? What do you mean you love me and you love them? Listen, I was so young, but at the time, I didn't really take that much interest in what that person was saying to me. It's I actually thought of it as a sign of disrespect. Yeah, what the hell you mean you love me and you love them? That situation that you could be possibly going through where it's oh, well, I love you, but I love this person too. It's hard for me to choose who I want to be with. Now, that is a theory that I don't believe in. That is hard to choose. No, I do not believe in that theory. But I do believe that, yes, it is possible to love more than one person, but you cannot possibly be in love with more than one person. And I'm going to break down the difference. For those of you who may or may not know me, I have definitely shared a video about what it means to love a person conditionally and what it means to love a person unconditionally. It is definitely a difference, guys, okay? So you can look at this video as an extension. So in the meantime, I would love if you guys can subscribe to my YouTube channel here at G1 Insights. And I will also appreciate if you guys can also follow me on Instagram at I Love My Spouse But and at G1 Insights. So that way, anytime I upload a video or go live or make a post, you guys will be amongst the first to find out. Okay? So let's get into it. Alright. So I once had a situation where, the person was like, wow, it's kind of tricky because, I wish that this person was more like you. And then when I think of who you are, I wish you could be more like them. And I was like, okay, that's confusing as hell. And as retarded as it sounds, even at that time, I did not understand what the hell they were talking about. But what this person was explaining to me is, I love you and I love somebody else. Yeah, it's not that I don't want you. It's not that I don't love you. But I also have feelings for somebody else. I'm in love with this person, but I love you because... And the list goes on. You're funny. I can talk to you. We get along. I can laugh with you for days on. I can share my darkest secrets and, you get me. Right? And then there's the other person who is the emotional caretaker, the one who feeds the insecurities, who tells them what they want to hear, the one who embodies them, the one who saves them from themselves, right? Like, that is probably the person that they are in love with. How? How is that even possible? I can love you for just being an honest person with me, for just simply being a friend. When I needed to laugh, when I needed a shoulder to cry on, you were there. You supported me. You uplifted me. However, when I'm with this person, I feel complete. They ignite me. They bring something out of me. They challenge me. They bring something out of me that I didn't even know. Like, I didn't even know that was deep down inside of me. Right? So who do I choose? Do I choose the person that is always telling me what I want to hear and uplifting me and encouraging me and being the best friend that I need them to be? Or do I be with the person who don't always tell me what I want to hear, but they are honest? They may not always, boost my ego. They may not always tell me exactly what I want to hear. They may not always be the very best friend, but they are honest. They may not be totally perfect physically, right? Like, I may not be that physically attracted to them, but I just enjoy the fact that they don't withhold anything from me, that they are real with me, they are honest with me, they love me. In spite of all my flaws and everything that I told them and I shared about my lifestyle, they still found a way to love me. Like, yes, even me. They still love even me. Meanwhile, I had this other person who I have not really truly shared my true dark secrets with. I only share just a portion of myself, and they are so readily to just encourage me and uplift me and push me to my best self. It's because they don't know my deepest darkest secrets. But I love them because I love how they make me feel in the moment of me feeling insecure. I love how they can just make me laugh. I love how I can just talk to them and there's no judgment, there's no criticism, there is no back talk. I can just share with them and they are intellectual, they're funny, right? Or do I want somebody who's not going to always tell me what I need them to tell me? But when the time calls for it, they are right there when I need them to be. They don't lie. They do not sugarcoat. Okay, you guys are not following me. They don't lie. They do not sugarcoat. They're not telling me what I want them to tell me. I'm not, totally attracted to them. But I know that this is the person that I need versus the person that I want. So, am I in love with the person that I want, or am I in love with the person that I need? That is a question that most of us go through so much in relationships. And we say to ourselves, oh, there's no good women out there. There's no good men out there. Oh, there is. But a lot of times, because we are so human, we're going after what we want and not what we need. You may not be the person that they want, but you are definitely what they need. So do not, by any means, become insecure because someone else that they want is in the picture, or around, or hanging around, or trying to convince them that this is where they need to be. So I say this to, my friends of you who are considering divorce, considering separation, considering a breakup, right? Are you running away because you feel like you're up against competition? because you don't know if you're what they need or what they want. Of course, it makes you feel good to know what category you're in, right? But what if they actually told you, honestly, you're not necessarily what I want, but you're definitely what I need? Would you be satisfied with that? Or would you be like me, because I'm guilty of this, okay? I'm guilty of this. Trying to be what a person wants and what they need. Trying to be what a person wants and what they need. Because a lot of times, relationships are built on a very conditional way of loving. When you love a person unconditionally, you will be honest with them, whether they like it or not. There's no, I'm just going to boost their ego because I want to seem perfect to them, and I just want them to know that I'm just the one. So I'm going to tell them what they want to hear, and I'm going to be the support system, and I'm just going to agree to everything that they say, and, everything that they feel. I'm just going to tell them what they want to hear. I'm going to laugh. I'm going to giggle. I'm going to be perfect. Even perfection comes with discrepancies, okay? Not descriptions, my bad. I don't know where that came from. Discrepancies. Even perfections come with discrepancies. So what that means is, even when you think that it's perfect, there's still going to be problems. It may not be the type of problems that mean a lot to you, but it's definitely going to be probably a problem that means a lot to the other person. So while you might be sitting here thinking, this person is fantastic. We don't argue. We can talk all day. They're fantastic. I can talk to them about any and everything. They're like my very best friend. Right? And you know why they're your very best friend? Because they don't tell you the motherfucking truth. Because nobody is totally comfortable with always hearing the truth. Okay? Yeah, if you're saying, yeah, I am, no, you're lying. Because if somebody actually really said the things that they really think about you, your feelings be hurt, okay? Because as a human being, we all look for acceptance, whether we like to admit it or not. And so if a person is just constantly telling you all day, every day, oh, you're beautiful, you're wonderful, you're great, oh my God, this conversation is amazing. Like, how whack is that? Like, you would think about the cliche of it all. It's all cliche when you think about it. So yes, while it's possible to love two people, okay? I've actually have been in that situation, I think. I think I've cared more about more than one person before. I think I've even loved more than one person before at the same time. But I don't think I've been in love. Okay? I mean, unconditionally. Right? Like, no matter what this person did, there was forgiveness. I loved them. I couldn't be without them. Like, I actually just was submissive and naive, and I didn't care, and I looked up to them, and, I just saw beauty in everything that they did, right? And then I had someone who was not so much the person that I was in love with, but I cared for them, and I loved them very much because of the support that I got. Right? It happens to the best of us. So, I feel like a lot of men do this, where they get their wires crossed, And men are difficult sometimes. They don't always know what they want. But when they do, they are not usually afraid to say, listen, this woman got my heart. And that's why I love men so much, because they usually are not, ashamed to say who they are in love with. Like, when they're really in love, they don't care. Like, listen, the red blood sea can cross the oceans and it cross fire, like, whatever, okay? When he's in love, he's going to say, listen, that woman right there, like, her right there, yeah, nobody comes close, right? Nobody. Nothing. I can talk to you on the phone all day, But her right there, yeah, she got my heart. Okay? And women do it too, but fellas, I'm sorry, this is one of the situations where we gotta be honest. I honestly feel that this is something that men deal with a lot. I love her, but I love you too. And then women like me make the face like, what? That's fucking impossible. What do you mean you love me and you love her? Like, you need to make a choice. Come to your senses. There's no possible way, because there's no woman like me on this earth. So, fellas, when we say that, we need you to explain what you mean. Why are you telling us that you love her, but you love me too? Why are you saying that? Don't tell us what you think we want to hear. Tell us the truth. Because, see, that is a problem. We want to know the truth. Why do you feel that way? What is causing you to love her as well? And I guarantee you, when you match up and you say to yourself, well, why do I love both of these women? And you will come to your senses and you will say, well, because when I'm with you, I feel like this. I feel safe. I feel secure. I feel honored. I feel respected. I feel appreciated. I feel sexy. I feel alive. When I'm with her, I feel funny. I feel amazing. I feel protected. I feel respected. I feel like a homie. I don't feel restricted from doing things that I love to do. Right? And when, ladies, listen, when a man is saying those type of things, what that is saying is, babe, it's not that I'm not in love with you, but these are the things that I'm lacking in this relationship that I wish that I can have with you. So what can I do to incorporate this somehow? What can we do to bring some of this type of energy into this union? Because it's not, I love everything about you, but these particular things here, you know, I don't have to go through all that with this other person. So what can I do with you? Or what can we do to help each other so that way I can feel more open to you and feel like you are my best friend, and I can come to you and I can feel safe and secure with you and I can laugh with you and I don't have to feel like I'm being restricted with you. What can I do? So when the man is saying, you know, I feel like I love you and I love her, listen to both reasons. Even if it hurts, ladies, listen to both other reasons, okay? A real man will have no problem explaining these things to you. He will tell you why he loves you. And then he will also be able to explain why he cares so deeply about this other person. Now, don't get me wrong. You have some men that says these things, again, because they are narcissists and they want to make you feel bad and they want to try to run game on you, right? But we're not talking about those kind of men. That's another conversation for another day. We're talking about the man who honestly had a bad situation, who possibly jacked around, did the wrong things, and kind of stepped out of line, and they're regretting their decision, but they do love you, they are in love with you, but they just had a bad moment and did some really wrong things, and maybe they kind of somehow developed some type of emotional connection with another woman, right? Why did you connect with that woman? Oh, because she was smart, she was funny, she had me laughing, and you know, and you might think to yourself, well, I'm not funny, you know, I'm not beautiful, I'm not smart. That's not what he's saying, sis. That's not what he's saying. What he's saying is, I want a better connection with you. What he's saying is, just like I'm able to sit with this woman and connect with her and talk to her, and we don't have to argue and we don't have to be frustrated with each other, I want to be able to have that with you. But I'm going to be honest, sis. A lot of us don't see it that way. We see it as, wow, if she's like that, then be with her. But he's not going to be with her, sis, because she's not you. She don't have the other 80% of qualities that you have. So that is why he's loving up on you and kind of still having conversation or having some type of emotional connection with somebody else is because, yeah, he wants you. Not that he wants to change you, but he just wants a better connection with you. And he's trying to seek that and find that in somebody else because he doesn't know how to express to you what he needs in this union or in that relationship. He doesn't know how to bring it to the forefront. He doesn't know how to say, babe, I really want us to work, but this is what I'm lacking. This is what I feel like we need to work on. This is what I need from you. Right? So it's not all the time like, oh, he just want to be a dog. He just want to be a hoe. Or he doesn't care about me. It's not always that, sis. Sometimes he is just seeking and searching for what he wish he actually had in you. And I'm going to be honest, sis, most men don't know how to always communicate their feelings. They do not know how to express themselves the way that we do. They got so much pride and so much ego. But a man that is truly, truly in love with you, sis, he's going to realize that. And he will be able to, at some point, gain the courage to say, babe, the reason why I'm talking to this female is because this, that, and the third. And it's not that I really want her. I don't really care. I just feel like I don't get to have all of those things with you. So this is why I'm reacting this way. This is why I feel this way. So is it really because he's in love with two different people? No. It's because he just loved the idea of what this woman can bring to him. And it doesn't mean that he loves you any less. He just wished that he had that connection with you, sis. And I know it's a lot of us that are stubborn out there, so you're probably watching this video like, what? Fuck out of here. I do all that for my man. Sis, if you did, sis, he wouldn't be doing what he doing. Okay? Can we be honest? Like, can we really be honest, sis? Like, come on now. Like, let's be honest. Like I know, we have our moments, sis. We be going through stuff. We working this job. We trying to take care of our household. We trying to pay all the bills. We trying to maintain our physicality and take care of ourselves. And we got a lot going on, sis. Some of us got kids that we got to raise, right? So it's hard sometimes to always check in with our men, sis. So is it really because he's really not that interested in you? Or is it really because he's not unconditionally in love with you? No. You'll be surprised how many men just don't simply know how to just express themselves. And when we're nagging and we're coming on kind of rough and kind of harsh and judgmental and critical and we're badgering and bringing on drama, we're not helping the situation, sis. I'm telling you, I've been there and done that. You're looking at trust me, you're looking at a true work in progress, my love. I'm telling you, you have to have the courage to ask a question. Instead of us always ready and willing to just give up and divorce or to run away and break up and get away, right? Why? Why her? And really, truly listen with your heart, sis. Oh, well, she makes me laugh. I can talk to her and just think about it. Think about it. Have you guys ever had a moment where you were able to laugh and share memories? Have you guys ever had moments where you just allow him to just talk about his day, right? Have you ever had a moment where you guys can just sit and just vibe about any and everything and you did not interrupt him? Or you did not try to make the situation about you? Like, when is the last time that has happened, sis? Not saying that it's your fault that he's, doing whatever he's doing. But at least let's acknowledge where things went wrong, right? Because I'm a firm believer that nobody does anything just to do it. Like, something had to trigger these emotions. So what happened? Why do you love her? Why do you care so much to even talk to her? Or to even hold a conversation with her? Ask those questions. It may hurt to get the answer, but I promise you, ask, do you love her? Is your heart with her? What is it about her that intrigues you? And then I want you to take a good look at yourself. Okay. Maybe I haven't been the most supportive, wife. Or maybe I haven't really been the most supportive girlfriend. Maybe I haven't kind of nagging a lot. Maybe I haven't really been, listening to him vent lately when he's going through things. Okay? Like, have I been kind of selfish lately? Maybe I have. Am I not really showing him how grateful I am? Like, sometimes, sis, like, can we be serious? Like, can we really be real? Like, sis, like, we're not perfect. We do things, and sometimes we don't realize that, the impact that we have on our men, sis. That's all I'm saying. Right? Okay? So, no, we have to be honest with ourselves. Like, okay, no, it's not my fault that he did what he did because we all have free will. But at the same time, I can honestly say I wasn't, like, the most supportive girlfriend. I wasn't, like, the best supportive wife. I haven't really been the most freaky in bed lately. Yeah, I've been kind of lazy in the house, too. I haven't really cooked dinner. I haven't really been cleaning up the house. I haven't even really been cleaning up myself. Like, can we be honest, sis? Nobody does anything just for no reason. People do things for a reason, sis. But then there's the other part that some men just simply just don't appreciate a good woman when they have one. I totally understand that. But I'm not talking about those type of men. I'm talking about the man who genuinely has been there, back and bone, on your side, loving you, supporting you, uplifting you, encouraging you, pushing you to be your best self. And then a situation happens and it makes everything unfold. What happened? Or what can we do better, sis, as a woman? What can we do better? Right? Maybe make his favorite meals. Maybe we can, even if you don't have a lot of money, maybe you can, like, go to, like, one of these discount stores and find some nice little cute thongs or some nice little lingerie. Or maybe we can, like, set the tone in the house with, like, some candles or a nice, good smell, right? Maybe we can, like, cook and clean really nicely, just the way he likes it. Maybe we can just... Maybe what if we don't do any of that? What if we just say, babe, thank you for calling me today. You really made my day. What if it was just the words of affirmation that made him feel secure? Right? So what's the reason why when they come to you, sis, and they say, well, I love you, but I love her too. And so while you're sitting there driving yourself crazy trying to figure that out, listen to the reason why, sis. And the reason why I'm addressing it to us ladies is because I feel like men do this to ladies the most. But yes, there are women who do this to men as well. Women will have a man who's, like, running around, doing everything that they need from them, spending money on them, taking them shopping, and still be like, oh, but I love him. But why? Because he's kind of tough. He's hardcore. He protects me. I know he'll beat a motherfucker ass if I need him to. Express that, sis. So listen. Sometimes we need somebody that can spoil us, ride and die, make us feel special, but they'll, knock somebody out. They hurt us or disrespect us. So sometimes we need a little ride and die too. So, sis, don't be afraid to express that. And I think that that's, like, the biggest issue in relationships of all, guys. And I have expressed this in every single video. Is communication is key when it all boils down. Right? So, to answer your question, is it possible to love more than one person? Absolutely. But to be in love with more than one person? Absolutely not. Because there's a difference between loving someone conditionally and loving someone unconditionally. And when you love someone unconditionally and you are in love with them, right? Like, that means there's 100 people in a room and all you see is them. That's being unconditionally in love. Not, oh, I'm looking at everything walking. I can't keep my sight off, whatever is passing me by. Like, no. And that's not, I'm going to try to make my lady feel insecure because, she always acting tough, like she's so confident. Yeah, like, work on your issues before you come to me, okay? So is it possible to love more than one person? Yes. To be in love with more than one person? No. And a lot of people think that they are in love with more than one person because they do not understand the difference between loving conditionally and loving unconditionally. And I actually do have a video on here about that. And I will try my best to find the link and actually post the link to that video under here in the description. So that way, if you guys want to kind of get some tips on that as well, okay, you guys will have it. All right. Follow me on my Instagram channels, okay, at I Love My Spouse. But also follow me on my other Instagram channel at G1 Insights, my website, g1insights.org. All these links are posted below, and including that video about loving conditionally and unconditionally. So, guys, I love you and thank you so much for watching. You guys are truly amazing. I love you guys so much for all the support that you guys have been showing G1 Insights lately and showing my YouTube channel. I Love My Spouse, but has truly been significant and successful, and it's all because of you guys. So I'm totally satisfied and content and honored and blessed to have people like you who are rolling with me. People that have been rolling with me since day one. You guys are so meaningful to me, and I will never stop giving you the best of me. So I love you, and you be good to yourself. Okay? Don't forget, it's a difference between loving conditionally and loving unconditionally. So I love you guys. Bye.